This is the Mech Fans Toys Advanced number 51 Rebels, or their Legends class sized G1 style Orion Pax. If all of you know the history of Orion Pax, he was the alter ego of Optimus Prime. Before he got the Matrix of Leadership, he was a Cybertronian cleric called Orion Pax. Let's get this figure out of packaging. And here is Rebels, or the Mech Fans Toys Legends scaled version of Orion Pax out of packaging. He actually looks very nice. This is a wonderful rendition of the younger version of Optimus Prime before he was leader of the Autobots. Now, if the mold looks very familiar, that's because Mech Fans Toys decided to just use the veteran mold and just repaint it and give him new accessories. In fact, the instruction sheet that came with this figure is actually the veteran instruction sheet. He comes with a ton of firepower. He's got all these blasters. Actually has two of his regular blasters, but this pack actually came with an extra attachment, which is the sort of the rear or stock or rear end portion of Optimus Prime photon cannon. So you could literally have him hold it so that he does look a lot more like Optimus Prime holding that big weapon. You can also combine all the pieces together, form a really super long blaster rifle, or if you wish, you can attach both of these smaller blasters onto the sides, form like a tri-gun. It also comes with a parts forming piece, which is really the truck bed in alt mode, and I'm not a big fan of this because yeah, parts forming pieces, you can turn it into a shield, and that's why they've got this special attachment. I initially thought, I didn't know what this one, I thought it was a coat hanger or anything for him, but yeah, it's really for the shield. Now, looking on at the figure in detail, I love the head sculpt that Mech Fans Toys gave with this figure. Albeit this is a oversized knockoff version of another figure, I still love their rendition, the way they executed this figure in this bigger size. You get ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows, ball jointed hips, hinged knees, and about foot articulation because of transformation. No waist or torso articulation because of transformation. The colors are great. I actually love this orange and baby blue colors on him. Harkens back to the colors of Orion Pax way back when in G1. The paint apps spot on, hardly any quality issues unlike Hasbro products. Even the white paint that they put on him, absolutely glorious looking paint apps, sculpt, and plastic colors for this Orion Pax figure. And for some size comparisons, here is Rebels with Magic Square's version of their legend scaled Optimus Prime. And I can't believe how well they scale with each other. I actually thought he'd probably be bigger, since the Magic Square figures are a tad bit smaller than the Mech Fans Toys in terms of scale, but they actually fit nicely. I'm happy with this scale, so if you're going to display them on the shelf together, they'll look absolutely great together. So, transformation, it's actually a pretty weird transformation. I wasn't really pleased with the way he transformed, but the alt mode is very satisfying once you've actually arrived to that point. So, transform him. What you want to do is you want to open up this piece right here. You feel like you're going to break it, honestly. Swivel the neck about 180 degrees. Just put it off to the side like that. Split his body down in the middle like that. It's so weird. I don't know why they even thought about this. But fold this one here and then swing this entire section right here. Just like that. And then the arms, they're just gonna sit somewhere here. And then the legs, tough pieces to transform actually. It's very tight, especially the first time you do it. It feels like you're gonna break. Snap it like that. Same thing on the other side. Oh, it's so tight. Okay, like that. And then the instructions tell you to just plug in these things right here, his neck pieces, but before you do that, I would advise you to just get the shield piece, okay, and just line it up right here. Just stick it in right there, just so you know where things are going, okay. fold this one out like this. Just get that thing ready. And then that's when you start tabbing things in. Because it's going to be very difficult to tab that shield piece in once you've gotten that neck, the neck pieces in. So just squeeze it like that so it's nice and flush. Okay, and then these back pieces are going to form part of the cab, and that shield piece is just going to complete that just like that. And then fold up the feet like this. I'd advise don't fold it all the way up. Just leave a little bit of a gap for your fingernail to pull it out, because once you push it all the way in, oh man, it's very difficult to get it out. So there you go. There is Orion Pax's or Rebels alt mode. It's a nice Cybertronian pickup. It's a nice looking Cybertronian carry-on vehicle, much like Cup. Rolls very nicely. I love the colors, and of course his weapon can be stored in the back. This one, no idea where you can store it. You can just hook it up like that or anything, but this is, you don't really have a place for that in alt mode. And for some size comparisons, here he is with the Mech Fans Toys Legends Scaled Hound or Detective. Okay, looks pretty good. And so some final thoughts on this figure. I think it's great. I think it's a great looking figure in robot mode and even in alt mode. It just has this very unorthodox type of transformation, which I think they overthunk it. I wish they could have followed the way the Takara Tomy and Hasbro mold did it for Cup and Orion Pax for Titan's Return. I think that would have been a better way to do this, even in the Legends scale format. But I think they just really thought too much about it, and I think they should have simplified that transformation. Now, despite that, I think it's still a great piece. It's going to be a great display piece on your Autobot shelf for the Legend scaled figures, especially if you collect Optimus Prime. Orion Pax is always a wonderful, wonderful figure to pick up, to have in your Optimus Prime collection. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed my little video review. If you did, please let me know in the comment section what you think of Mech Fans Toys Rebels or their Legend Scaled G1 styled Orion Pax. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. If it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.